Right folks, I'm just going to do a quick video. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to get any videos done. It's been mad down here with everybody being off. There's just every time I've been down here, there's been loads of people down here, and a few of them don't like me filming, and I don't really like filming around them. So a lot's been done. I am still working, but I'm working from home because I look after apprentices. I'm sort of working at home, talking to bosses, talking to apprentices, helping them with the learning online and things like that. Really strange times we're on here. We've just got to all knuckle down and crack on and just do as they're telling us and stay home. I'm lucky, my allotment, I literally live, I can't see my camera, but I think I can see my fat finger. I live over that field, so I'm really, it's easy for me to come down here for a bit, and we are allowed to come down to allotments. So before I go into my allotment, I'll just quickly go over what I've been doing for my neighbour. Just before lockdown, we put the cover on his polytunnel. I built some beds in there for him. Me and him built them end of last year, and basically for helping him, I put these doors on. Made these doors. Lucky thing, he comes down in the morning and I can come down in the afternoon. So we put these doors on, and basically as a thank you for helping him, he's let me have this bed in the polytunnel. So I've got a few things down here. I've put my biggest onion to seed. As you can see there, I can't, because of the sun, I can't see the screen, but I think it's all right. So there's some cauliflowers. These are all my little onions from seed. There's a spare tomato there. They're my leeks. I brought them down here just to get some stuff out of the greenhouse. These are 4 tomato plants that I were given. I was actually given all 5. Mine at home are nothing like as big as this. The chap that gave me them is a professional gardener, is a head gardener of a big estate, and you know they've been growing these in the peach house. So that's why his tomatoes are massive. And there's my onions at the back there. So I just wanted to show you, yeah, we've managed to get this done for him, and it's brilliant now. He's got beds all the way around, and more importantly a cover on. So yeah, we've just managed to get this done before lockdown, before we had to do the social distancing and all that. It was funny though, because I was sort of stood on the polythene and he was throwing muck at me in the trench. So I also, up there, I can't really show you, but up there I built some raised beds for a new plot holder lady, a lovely lady. I built them for her. Somebody asked me about if I could do a video of building raised beds on a slope, and it was perfect, but there were just too many people around, so I just couldn't do it, I'm afraid. I will do one eventually for you. So quickly around my plot, the strawberries tonking on. I'll just lift this up. Those that follow me know that I have this little mini polytunnel. So I've got some stuff in there, radishes, little lettuces. Things fell off, but it'll be right. So a lot of my beds are ready. I've just got to take the chippings off of there. A lot of my beds are ready. We're ticking over. These strawberries I bought this year, they're giganta. I've put them in pots for now. Although they've got flowers, and I'm going to nip the flowers off because it's only the first years in these pots, and it's going to break me heart because they're supposed to be massive strawberries. I might leave 1 or 2 flowers on just to be cheeky, but you're supposed to let them really get hold in the first year. So my other strawberries that have been here a while, up there, like I say, they're ticking on. So there's loads of blossom, that lovely little step over tree next door. My little apple tree, that's got some blossom on. I'm gonna try and get some cuttings, I'm gonna splice some branches on it because I want more than one variety on here. But I just wanted it to get going first. So the leaf bin is now topped up again. What I did was I filled this bin and another one up there when I could get the leaves, and then I've just kept taking them out of the smaller bin and topping this up, and now it's full. and I've got all my leaves in one place. Summer raspberries, tonking on, ready. They've been fed and mulched, and you know, I need to tidy up. There's too many sprouts here. I only want sort of 3 or 4 from each crown plant, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to keep getting rid of them, and then the energy, don't leave them to grow. Some people say that, oh, it strengthens your rootstock. Basically, you only want 3 or 4 canes, you know, from young, because remember, these aren't that old. You only want 3 or 4 canes, and then you can get up to sort of 6 canes when they're old, big plants. But you know, let the feed go into this year's branches and fruit. Me autumn, me Joan J raspberries, I don't know. I think these will be all right, but they're just so, like last year, out of 10 canes, 2 or 3 look really good and strong, and then I've got ones that don't look like it's doing right good, and these are piddly, but they'll persevere with them. Worst case scenario is if these, sorry, I know my fat finger's in there but I can't see, if these ones sort of don't do very well, I'll shove them down other end, split the bed in half, and I'll buy some more autumn canings, some more autumn fruiting raspberries, and put them in this side. My gooseberry, I give it an haircut last year because I'm trying to get it into sort of an open goblet, just an open structure so you can get to them. Rhubarb coming on well. My 2 tayberries that I've got left, they're doing well. It's been so long I can't remember. Sorry, it's my neighbour there, he don't mind being filmed, but I got rid of one of the tayberries and I got 2 thornless ones, so I've put both of them in there for now. My broccoli, sprouting broccoli, and my purple kale are doing all right. I can't say I'm over the moon with them. My carrot bed, I'm just on with calling out and filling everything. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest. It's hard work down there, it's back-breaking, but you just got to call them out. One thing I wanted to say, it took me a while because sorry, I'll just try to do this without shaking. Basically, you put your core, you know, your core in, and you give it a wiggle and you lift it out, but sometimes the sand doesn't come out. So if you just get, I'll try and video this and do it at the same time, just get a piece of slate lat and just drop it down, and just drop it down in there. And this is why you've got to make a removable handle, and then it stays in there. It stays in. But it took me a while. I was watering it, I was trampling it, and it took me a while to realise what to do. So it's dead easy. You've just got to wet it, stand on it, get it nice and firm, but just every now and then they don't stick. So if you just give it a whack with that, that works a treat. My permanent bean bed. So I love climbing French beans. I've made a bit of a structure here which I'm going to put clips on for my canes, because I've finally done my permanent asparagus bed. Now I'd have to excuse me, I'm going to get a bit wobbly whilst I climb over the top of here now, because wheelbarrow's in the way. I apologise if it gets shaky. So what I did was, rather than dig, because I am no dig apparently, was I just, these, you see these pots, these 6 pots, I just tipped a pot out, sat 3 of them on the ground. There's 3 in each row. I sat 3, and then my compost, last year's compost that's in over there, I just mounded it up round them. And then I did the next one, laid 3 down, and I mounded it over. So I had a dip in the middle. So I just filled it full of bark chippings. So the middles are just filled with bark chippings so that I can walk up and down. I've got little paths that I can walk on, because this bed, I couldn't get to this side of the bed because of the pond, which is now full of tadpoles, which is ace. So by doing this, I can just walk on the bark, and and do me cutting when it's time. And then when these fronds grow up in them, I can just forget about it, because we're going to be weed free. My little trees, I've potted some of them on there for my bonsais. I'll have to do a video at home for my little bonsai. Just make some room. My little bonsai at home, I've been working on it over winter and it looks really nice. So yeah, my little pond, loads of little tadpoles in there. I don't know whether you can see them. There's still a little bit of spawn, but they've sort of, as they hatch, they go down to the bottom. Still naff all going on with this, but then again with this coronavirus. So yeah, so this is my compost for this year. So I've been sieving it and using it. This was the bed that had the compost bin that had the leaves in, so I've emptied them and I'm just now filling it with manure. This is full to top with this year's compost. So I've got some little, they're spring onions, but they're me spare red baron onions, and I put them in little clumps. So throughout the year I'll pull half of them as spring onions and then let some of them go to little red bulb onions. My garlic, my elephant garlic, romping on. I've got one there that's got about 3 sprouts out of it, so I don't know whether that's split already. I'm just filling up my water tank out of the butt up the top there because we've had no rain. All my spuds are in. I've only got 12 pots down here this year. 6 Charlotte, 6 Sarpomera, simply because I couldn't get any more spuds. Now I've got 5 tubs of international kidney at home, and I've also got, I bought from one at farm shops some Maris Piper. Now I don't know whether they'll sprout, but I've put them on side and I'm hoping they sprout. So that's it folks, really just a very quick update. Like I say, been busy, but there's just been so many people down here. And what I do want to say is, do not be too keen to get your stuff out. You know, I know we've had lovely sunny weather and it's been really nice, but don't be too quick to get your brassicas and all that lot out. Onion sets are fine. If you're going to put your brassicas out, you need to cover them a bit. We could still have a bit of frost. I'm absolutely chomping at the bit to get. I've got broccoli, broccolini, kale, sprouting broccoli, cauliflowers, Swedes, all I want to get out, but I'm just going to wait another couple of weeks. Up here up north you really need to wait a little bit. So right folks, thank you very much. I'm glad I managed to get a little video done. Well, I've dug a little bit more path out down there. There's my hard working neighbour there. It's nice because we can still come down and we can yak over the fence, and he can sit down there with his cup of tea and I sit here with my cup of tea, and so we can still come down and socialise. But strange old times. My wife's a nurse, so I'm worried about her obviously, but they're doing a fantastic job. You know, we need to support them. You know, the nurses, doctors, ambushmen, and don't forget people like your bin men, your postman. You know, just say thank you to them. You know, without your postman, without your bin men, you know, when you're in a, why people are being horrible to people in pharmacies and all that kind of stuff, I'll never know, because without them people doing it, you'd be stuffed. You really would be stuffed. You know, so just be nice to people. You know, there's no need to be horrible. At the end of the day, we're all in this together, and everybody is in the same boat. Nobody is immune from this, nobody. So right folks, okie doke, thank you very much for subscribing and following me. I really do appreciate it, and like I say, hopefully I will get to plenty more videos. I'm gonna do some workshop videos, but it's just been too nice. I've been in the garden at home and tinkering down here and working. So right folks, thank you very much, stay safe, ta-ta for now.